What's up, guys? I am out at a local course called Squirrel Lake, and we're gonna get around in. Man, it is crazy right now. The shrubbery and everything is all grown up. Look at this. You can barely see into the woods. That's crazy, but we're gonna have a warm-up round. I haven't been playing too much, so gonna get back into it and hopefully have a good round. Gonna throw this anvil. This is a pretty tight dog leg left, so the anvil is great for it with its overstability. Oh yeah, that's gonna be real good. On the way to that first throw, guys, I wanted to thank y'all for being patient with me as I took a whole bunch of months off of posting with COVID and having a baby and everything. Has been crazy, but my wife is generous enough to allow me to continue going out. And obviously, a lot of you guys know my main job is playing video games, and so that already takes up a lot of my time. So I'm just happy that, you know, she's kind enough to let me play video games and play disc golf. But yeah, so I hope you guys are happy that I'm back. I'm ready. I'm excited. We're gonna have some fun. I got a great throw right here. As you guys can see, basket's up there. Looking pretty good. Parked for a par. This hole's actually pretty hard to get a birdie on because where your disc generally lands, because of the dog leg left, there's a hill and then it goes up. So there's no way to like skip to the basket or anything. And I just can't I can't imagine with that angle someone being able to get within circle one. So it's pretty crazy. I'm always happy with a par here just to start off. Should be an easy putt and we'll move on. I'm gonna throw the Maverick here and trying to hyzer flip it up through this left gap right there. Par 4 here. If we can get out to the fairway, we should have a good look at birdie. I love the Maverick, y'all. If you don't know how to hyzer flip, or if you love hyzer flips, this is such a fun disc. Ooh. Kind of a bad skip, but we should have a look at the basket. Again, guys, I think that I'm still recording in 4K. I might not be. I guess I'll have to check at home. But you guys can watch this on your TV while you hang out in the morning drinking your coffee. Obviously, after you watch Joe Mez Pro. Am I right? But I miss doing this, man. I really do miss doing this. I feel like we had something really good going, and I was building a good community right before COVID hit. And I had a kid, and so kind of resetting here and getting back into the motions, so that you guys can have at least weekly content from me. Just coming from an average disc golf player, I'm excited. So our lie here is okay. It's gonna be kind of tough to get up to the basket. As you can see, we're right here. Basket is kind of like up in there. So this will be an interesting one. We'll see if we can get up there. We're putting at least. So we're putting at least for a birdie here. I gotta start off with a birdie, you know what I mean? There we go. Alright. One down to start. So I lost my towel that was in my pocket on one of the first 2 holes. Pretty typical for me to do stuff like that. So I'm going back for it. Why don't you guys comment, like, how many discs you feel like you've lost just by forgetting them, literally just by forgetting them. I was going through my bag the other day and realized I lost my pink Felon, which was like my favorite Felon. It was all beat in, it was perfect. I freaking love that thing. I lost that. There's my towel. I lost that yellow Maiden that I maybe threw 5 times. I don't know where my trespass went. Like, I was going through my bag and I was like, did I clean this out or something? Because I do not remember like losing these discs. You know, generally you remember losing a disc and looking for it, but losing that Felon really sucks, because that was one of the first discs that Dee sent me. I'm happy that I still have this one. I'd be really bummed if I ever lost this. This is the first molt felon ever made. I do not want to lose this thing. I almost want to retire it. I'm gonna get one of the Eric Oakley felons. I can't wait. They're so sick, and just being able to support people during this time and everything is cool. But we got the towel. We're 1 under. Let's keep going. All right, so par 3, 240 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead if you want to try and lace it, but obviously I have a good enough sidearm to get over there. So I'm gonna throw the felon, and I'm actually gonna throw the Sampo as well. This disc right here from Westside Discs feels really good in my hand. I haven't thrown it that much, and I'm out here practicing, you know, so I'm gonna throw multiple discs to figure stuff out. Oh, yes, good kick. Oh my gosh, that was such a bad throw, but literally an amazing kick. I'm gonna throw the Sampo, see what we can do with this. Ooh, okay, I like that. Oh my gosh. Dude, that was running for the basket. So for me, sidearms are more of a utility skill that I have. If I rip it, maybe get it 300 feet or so. So for the most part, I use it on par 3s or more technical stuff. And I love it. I absolutely love throwing sidearm, but I don't get big distance or big drives out of it. And I think one of the reasons for that is because I only put one finger on the rim, and that doesn't give you as much power, but for me it gives me more accuracy, which is why I do it. Where did that Sampo go, man? That thing was on a line to literally hit the basket. Yeah, so the Sampo's right here. I believe it hit this tree, and look where the basket is. So it was gonna be behind it. My first drive's right there after a good skip. So if I can do what I've been practicing my putting that I showed you guys in that last video, we should be 2 under. That was bad. I just wasn't confident right there. That was the putt right there. All right, so still 1 under, which is okay. We're still working on our putting. Man, that's frustrating. Still 1 under though. Okay, so pretty fun par 4 here that I've actually gotten a 2 on before. If you can S-curve it perfectly, you can get down by the basket. Otherwise, you can end up in trouble. So we'll see if we can do that with the Sampo. Right at the tree. I'm gonna try throwing the escape. Oh, that was the line. I just didn't turn it enough. All right, we're going to throw our judge here. Try and get it down to the basket. Come right. That's not good. I've got to look, but that's circle's edge through the woods. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's bad. That's bad, dude. Sometimes when I'm in the woods, I feel like I need to wear glasses. I think I need to start wearing my glasses when I play. Let's go. All right, saved our par there. Good butt coming back. That was about the same distance, but there were trees in the way over there, and it kind of messed with my mind, but we got to get better at that because, I mean, disc golf involves trees. All right, so I'm gonna throw the escape here. It's a -1-2. Try and flip it up and have it just go Anheuser almost the whole way. But I need it to get down there just a little bit. So kind of a hyzer flip, but really more of like a turnover. Turn right. That went dead straight. All right, I'm gonna throw the Sampo here, try and get it down straight through this gap right here, and then barely end right towards the basket. It. All right, that should be good. So I just realized that we're on hole 5. Last hole was hole 4, and I think I looked at the sign and thought it said par 4. I'm not sure. So we're actually gonna be up here in just a second next to that sign, and I'll make sure But we are, how many birdies am I at? I'm just at 1 under, right? Yeah, so I'm just at 1 under. So we'll figure that out and see. But this one's a 3. I'm in the circle here, so I need to make this putt. I hate putts like that, but that one actually felt good. Like that 10 to 15 foot range, it's so brutal mentally. I was wrong, it was a par 3. So now we're even. All right, par 4 right here. I'd love to get another birdie, so that's the goal. Isn't that always the goal? So there were some women riding up on their bikes right as I was throwing. I still had a really good throw. I would have loved to have gotten it a little bit higher, but I was like, you gotta throw, man. Otherwise I would have had to wait a while. We're actually in a good spot though to at least get a look at birdie. Normally I'm a little more in here, but I think we should be fine. All right, I'm gonna throw the felon, flick it, see if we can have it hold a really good hyzer down to the basket. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That line was perfect, but it got a huge skip. I need to learn how to flick like putters and stuff. I just don't like the way that their rims feel. Anyone else? Like, I just love flicking fairway drivers. Also guys, one little tip. Buy tick spray and bug spray and wear it when you're out in the woods. Obviously, a lot of you guys, if you follow the community, you know Brody Smith and Ricky both have run into issues with ticks and Lyme disease and everything. So just spray it on. You can get some that smells good and just be smart and try and be protective, especially during this season where it's hot and musty out. Yeah, just a little thing I thought I'd share with you guys because I always put it on. We've got a huge putt here, but it's for birdie, so if we end up with par, that's okay. Camera. I had such a good line on that shot over here, but just skipped way too far. So we're sitting at even. All right, par 7, 315 feet, downhill and then up and to the right. I parked it last time with this Maverick, doing a hyzer flip, and so that's what I'm gonna try and do here as well. Oh yeah, come left. Oh, it hit one last tree, but that's still in a good spot. So I should be in the circle there, which means that I need to make that putt. If I want to be able to win tournaments, I gotta be making those circle one putts. So I'll try and get this one, get back under par, and keep moving through. All right, so not a bad lie here. I don't really like having to be here by these trees, but I should be able to make this. Come on, dude. All right, another par. All right, so I'm gonna throw 2 shots here. I'm gonna throw the Sampo sidearm. It's only a 200-foot shot uphill, so you kind of have a backstop for it. And then I'm gonna maybe throw the Swan or like a core or something. Oh, that's money. Ooh. Easy birdie. Glass blown deputy. That one was good. I gotta break that thing in a little bit more. So that Sampo shot was actually really good. If it had been maybe a 1.5 feet to the left, would have been in the basket, which obviously I wouldn't mind. I haven't had an ace in a while. I almost caught one for you guys here over at the Eager Beaver. But yeah, I haven't really had a good run besides that in a while. All right, this disc was right here. Not too bad. And then obviously you guys can see where the Sampo is. Easy birdie right there, back to 1 under. All right, so I feel like straight shots like this are the types of shots that I need to work on more. So I'm gonna throw the core here. I'm gonna throw the judge here. And I might throw another core. I have 2 cores. I got this super sick Opto core. This one is a gold line burst. This one's Opto. I got this one from the Glass Blown, which is sick. I'm gonna throw both of those and then throw this beat up judge. Go left. Go left. Oh. Big kick right, but I'll still have a look. Bro, that was on such a good line. That one wasn't bad. I turned it over too much. Not a bad run. A little short. Another par, still 1 under. Throwing the Molt Felon. For those of you who don't know, you can get one of these at dynamitist.com. You just head on there and just search for Molt, and you can get the stamp if you want to help support me. And you can put it on any of the green discs they have. I believe there's probably like 10 different discs you can put it on. So, and if you do, obviously send it to me on Instagram or tag me in it or something like that. But we're going to the Felon here, try and go straight for a long time and then go right. Oh, that's bad. All right, time to scramble. I just threw the Sampo after that, and I'll show you guys where that ended up in just a little bit. This is a par 4. Still kind of got a look here. Since I'm up on the right side, I can just throw another sidearm and hopefully end up by the basket, as long as there's not too much stuff in my way. So we do still have a look at birdie, but I've never hit these trees playing over here. Man, I hit those. Yeah, I'm gonna be super cut off here, so we'll see how this works out. Get right. All right, best thing we're looking at now is the par. So, if that disc had been 1.5 feet to the right, then I would have been in birdie position. But obviously, we didn't do that. Now, so this disc, I still haven't made it to my second shot, the Sampo. It's up here a ways, which is pretty ridiculous. Oof, that's gonna leave me a little bit of a putt. I gave that a bit too much angle, but y'all, this is actually the farthest I've thrown it on this hole. For those of you that have played out here, there's that log that you walk through, and we're right here. So that was my second shot. That's crazy. You can see the basket right there. So that would have made it super easy for a birdie look. I really like this disc. Westside Discs Sampo. Bro, get it up. What are you doing? Seriously, guys? I get so frustrated when I putt. I freaking hate it. I feel so confident in everything else. But that's just reps, man. I just gotta keep going through the reps. Continue putting, continue putting, continue putting. Come out to courses and putt. Not just in my backyard. Come out to courses and putt. All right, guys, I'm gonna turn over the Swan. No. So I brought that one in a little bit too tight there. I hit the initial gap that I wanted to, but then ended up tagging a tree. If I hadn't, we would have been in a pretty good spot, but I can still probably get down for a birdie. Right now we're even because of that stupid 5 back there. Do it. Ooh, not bad. Well, that was a terrible putt. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, +1. This is brutal, guys. But hey, we all have these rounds. There was a dude behind me on the last hole who threw up and hit my bag. He apologized and everything, obviously. But like, I hate that feeling of pressure, like someone's behind you, you know what I mean? Or if you ever pass people, you feel like you have to play quickly so that they don't wait. It's brutal. So this is only a 12-hole course. We're +1. Last one's a par 3. I gotta rip this thing and get it up there. So I'm gonna throw the escape here on a little bit of a hyzer, try and stand it up, and then have it end up left. Stand up, stand up. It didn't stand up. So the escape, even though it's a -1, 2, it's kind of hard to stand up sometimes. Like, you can't throw it on as extreme of a hyzer as you can the Maverick for some reason, or at least that's how it feels. So I needed to release that one a little bit flatter in order for it to fade over. But we'll definitely still get a par. It looks like it's actually starting to rain, so I guess this is a good thing we're ending up. I need to get my camera out of here, so I'll throw this real quick. We'll get up there, put it in. Yeah, it's starting to rain, so I got to get over to my car. But thank you so much for watching, guys. Seriously, I appreciate you guys hanging out. We got about a 10-footer here, so I'm gonna put this in. 1 over, not the best round, but still got to hang out in the woods and play some disc golf with you guys. See you on the next one.